Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Alps Panorama at the Northern Sea here in Farming Simulator 19. He hasn't released it anywhere else, he has only released it for people on our Discord. So you can jump onto the Discord and you can have a look and you can have a go with it. Right, the 9620RX is slipping. Let's go and have a look. That would be why we've got slippage going on. So if I go here and I say stop, like that, and just move that one a minute, and then I back up like this. We need to back up fairly quick like that. Get him out of the way. I did wonder if he was going to get all the way round, but he seems to have done it. The John Deere can keep going, and the Valtra over here, our Sour Skittles, he can come up over onto there, and we can drive course and you can keep going. Right. So we've almost done this piece up here now. Which means that we're almost ready to start on our lime spreading. We're going to have a whole fleet of tractors doing lime spreading, I think. And I'm not even going to bother trying to do it, setting up a course with course play for multiple machines, because it just doesn't seem to work for me. I don't know why, it just doesn't seem to be a valid option for whatever reason. Doesn't like me. You are coming in across, and I was going to say you've almost completed. No, you've got a little bit to go yet. And then we go to this one over here, and you are... What are you doing? Oh, I see what you're doing. Right, we need to stop you a minute. Like that. And we need to move you down by a couple of passes. For some reason, it's not done this bit in here. That one there comes out onto that side and goes up through. I don't know where that line goes. And then I've got that line over there. I think, actually, it's this line here. Because that next line goes the opposite direction. Have a look up there, yes. That next line goes the opposite direction, so I'll need to bring it along here. You know, it'd be better, actually, if I'm going to have to manually drive this one down to the other end of the field. There's 3 lines right here that it seems to have left out just for a minute. So I need to drive this one right down to the other end of the field so that I can start on these 3 lines, and that will get those 3 picked up and cultivated. I've got the Sour Skittles working the bit right over there in the distance. I got the John Deere doing the outside rounds here at the moment. You need to be sped up. Course play does stop the maximum speed of the tractor momentarily. And then it's going to do the little short bits on the field up over there. I've got one little long bit there in the middle, and we've got this here, which is going to be 3 passes, and we got that bit over there, and then we are done with all of the cultivating. We want to put lime across the field, and then as soon as the lime is done, we can get the seed drills out, and we can start working with the seed drills. The only tractors that we'll be using are the ones that we've got at the moment. If I really feel I need to, we get another John Deere or 2 out, because that is a big beastie of a tractor. Tempting though it is to go and get the Big Bud mod and bring that one in and start using it, I'm not going to do it. I've decided I don't want to use the Big Bud on this series, mainly because it's really not a tractor that you would see cruising around in Europe. And, you know, I know that it may not be entirely realistic, this series, but there are some things that I would like to do, you know, and one of those things is, you know, we want to try and have at least a semblance of realism for when it comes to the right machines. So we're not going to use the Big Bud, because that one you wouldn't find in Europe. We will use the rest of these. Now, whether or not you'd actually find any of the other machines that we've been using in this series, I have no clue, but I'm refusing the Big Bud this time round. Not because I don't like it, I actually really like the Big Bud. I think it's a very cool tractor. I've run out of mixed feed. Well, I'll be. Look at that. We need to reload that one. I'll take this over a minute and load up the cattle. Just dump this bit in for the cows, and then we can see about a spreader for doing lime. Does that spreader over there? I don't think that spreader does lime. I think we have to use ones that we've got in our shed. At least I can use one that we've got in the shed to start with. That's going to allow me to start the whole thing. I've got one, yeah, I've got a lime spreader over there that I can go and grab, and I can set up a course using the standard lime spreader. Don't think I've got a Stevie spreader in this series, because I did sort of want to stay away from the Stevies. I mean, well, actually I do. That will allow me to spread at 27k. This one here is, no, that's a modded one. This is 20k, so that's the only difference, is the Stevie one will do 27k. The extra capacity makes no difference whatsoever, and this is where I find out that actually the one that I've got, actually, you know, there is a way to find that out. If I go in here, and I go back to there, and I go back to the fertilizer technology over here, that one is not the one that I've got. That one is also not, so it would appear that, yes, okay, I've actually got a Stevie one already anyway, so all of that nonsense about not using a Stevie one, and that's the one that I'm using. The other thing that I haven't done in this series is I did slurry spreading. I haven't done any muck spreading. I am planning to do a reasonable bit of muck spreading in the Hagenstedt series, and I will figure out a way of doing that so that we can do it reasonably quickly. I will probably end up using the Bredel spreader. I've never used it before, but I'd still like to use it. Let's unhitch that one there, and I'm going to use the Ducky tractor to do this. Now, S1337 has reached a trigger endpoint. That would be our Sour Skittles up over here. He's folded up and everything. Let's just leave him there a second. I want to see how these other ones are doing. You have got 2 passes back across this field. Well, 1 and a bit passes, and you're finished. This one over here is pulling up here now. Right, this tractor is now sort of doing some tidy up movement change work. I don't know quite why it didn't do that little bit there, but it's doing the short runs over here, so it's tidying those bits up. And this one over here is still getting its first pass up across the field, but it's not going to take very long. So we will go back to this one. Oops. I need to stop driver. Like that. And then I can start it up. We'll go back to this one, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take it over to that patch that we've got down there. We'll unfold as we drive down at a ridiculous speed. And we've got to get that one lined up so that we can do this bit right here. Now, I'm not quite sure which way round it's got to be to line up. Comes back up on that one, goes up. Okay, in order to do this, we need to be down over here. A little bit of drifting with the cultivator. Oh, this is brilliant. Fast and the Furious cultivator drift. That's what we're doing now. Cultivator drift. Look at me go. Oh, I love the cultivator drift. That is brilliant. Right, we'll bring you back this way. You can sit there, and you should do these 3 passes here. There's only 3 passes on this bit. That's all we need to do. So if I bring you up to there like that, and I go to drive course, lower down, and away you go. Right. 3 little passes on there for that one, and then we flick over to here. Final pass up through here for this one. We go up to here. You're doing the short work up through here now. You've dropped down the cultivator. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. It's going to possibly take him a minute or two to do that in there, but I don't think it's going to take all that long for it to do these little short runs here. I think you'll get through there reasonably quickly. So I don't need to worry about that one. You two aren't doing anything of importance, and you have got 1.5 passes left over here. So all good at the moment. All is good at the moment. We just need to keep an eye on where the tractors are so that I can stop them when I need to. Like this one here, for example. I'm going to stop this one, and it's going to be decommissioned, deactivated. Well, not decommissioned so much. We're going to go to there, and we're going to say stop driver like that. And then I'm going to clear the course. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to jump down here, and then I'm going to... I'm not going to do anything with the cultivator yet. RX is slipping. I'm going to do something with that one. What I am going to do is I'm going to go here like this. I'm going to zoom down in there, and then I'm going to reset that tractor. Yes. And I'm going to reset that cultivator as well. Yes. Not going to return the cultivators just yet because... Right. It's because he's turning off the field. That's why he's doing that. Let's just stop you a second. I'll back you up like that. I just have to line up that course again. I don't want to return any cultivators just yet, because I'm going to end up making a mistake and return the wrong one, and that's just going to end up taking longer. I mean, I suppose at this point, I don't really need to worry too much about finishing the rest of the cultivating. But I'm going to do it. You know, we've gotten this far. I figure we may as well finish off the last few bits so that we can say that we've cultivated the field. Yes, there are a few little patchy bits that we've gone and left behind, but I'm not so concerned about them. Always twists a little bit. I have got my steering set on quite a sensitive setting, which is why it always does that. Now, what I was doing was I was getting you hooked in to our lime spreader. We want to get some lime on that one, and I want to get this one started. I want to get it going around the field. If I can have this one moving on around the field, doing some work, that would be absolutely grand. And I'll probably end up getting another one. Although we could just have this one going around like... I've got 8,600 litres of lime. Because we've got the buyer is... The buyer, we've got the driver is purchasing stuff. If we go in here, let's double check that that is still on. General settings. So general settings, camera, steering, reset... It's not those. It's this gameplay stuff in here. Helper refill seed, buy. Fertilizer, buy. Slurry, buy. Weeds, right there. We will turn weed and lime requirements off when I go to do the Hagenstedt series. Unfortunately, you can't change the number of fertilizers that are required. You've got to have 2 rounds of fertilizer put onto your field, which is a little bit of a nuisance, because I'm pretty sure you used to be able to choose between 1 lot of fertilizer or 3, and I used to have mine running on 1 lot of fertilizer required. But I will still be able to do it requiring 2 lots of fertilizer without too much trouble. So, and then we didn't have weeds back in those days, so I won't be doing anything with weeds. Now, if I bring you over here, curious how well this is going to set up by getting this running without... Right, you're slipping. Why are you slipping? I'm curious how well it's going to work. Oh, you're just about finished, so we'll jump back to you in a minute. Yeah, that would do it. I think that would do it. Let's just stop you there a minute. I think that would definitely do it. Right, why you had to drive back into the tree, I don't really know, but I'll just let that go and just assume that you were having how can we describe this? We'll say that you were having a senior moment. We'll just leave it at that. We'll describe it as a senior moment. I went recently to see my grandmother. We got all this socially distancing going on, so she's been quite lonely of late. What I do occasionally take her down a few bags of shopping, and then while I'm there, I mow the lawn. She looks at me from out through the window and leaves a meal for me in her conservatory, and I mow the lawn and then eat my meal, which is always nice because Gran's cooking is the best. Right, there is no cooking that will ever rival Gran's. No, none at all, anyway. So, yeah, I went down and I seen her recently, and what was I saying? I completely forgot what I was saying. He's, senior moment, that's what I was thinking. Just having a drink. Yeah, I was having a senior moment myself. That's what she's, every time she forgets something, she'll just simply pass it off. Oh, I was having a senior moment. The number of times that she says, you know, she says it's an absolutely perfect excuse. When you get a bit older, you can forget things, you can do things differently, you can mess things up as much as you like, and all you got to do is, oh, I was just having a senior moment. So she likes to use the excuse extensively, blaming anything on a senior moment. And that's what I was having. I just had a little bit of a senior moment. That's all it was a senior moment. So this comes down here now, down to the bottom of the hill, and then he'll start working backwards, coming the other way. Quite sure why he's doing that. Right, so we'll stop you, like that, and I'll clear that course completely, and then I can jump out of that tractor. Now, that tractor we're going to be using, so I'm just going... Actually, you know what? We'll go in here, and we'll jump in here like this. Where are you? You're over here like this. That one, I want to reset that one. Yes. Not going to reset the cultivator because it's not in the way of anything, and I've finished with the cultivators now. And then we will go to you over here. You've got one pass left to go on the field, and then you're done. So the only other machine that we've got is this one, which is already finished. So we will stop driver like that. And clear that course out, and I will jump down here, and then I can... Because you can't reset the tractor while you're sat in it. You used to be able to do that, but you can't do that anymore. No, I'm not going to reset that one. You know what? I will. I'll reset that vehicle, yes. Okay, and then I will also reset the front weight. And I'll just have to remember to pick it up at the shop. Now, I'll leave the cultivator where it lies in the field. We will come and collect that one. Why does it do that? Seriously. Why does the owner of the shop, when he puts something down, why does he put the front weight in between the wheels like that? I mean, what is wrong with the dude? Well, seriously, what is wrong with him? Why would you do that? There is no reason whatsoever to go and pull a stunt like that. That is just being difficult. That's all it is just being difficult for no reason other than he just wants to be difficult. Alright, I'm going to come over to here. We've got the line. We've got that tractor up there is working the very final course that he is going to do. So I'm going to jump into... We've got fertilizer and seeding in there. I'm going to go to course generation in here. We're going to say... Field 10 user in there. I am not going to try and do this with multiple tools because I just can't. I want to go around headland passes, 3 passes on the headland. We will turn on the headland corners and I will generate a field course. And there we have a field course, nicely generated all the way down through. Yeah, it's going clock. Oh, I see that. I was wondering why it sort of looks a bit odd there, but it's right. Everything is right. It's where it should be. So we can start that one. I can go on here. I can just go drive course. Actually, no, I don't want to go drive course. Just excuse me. I don't want to do drive course just yet. I want to go to advanced settings. Lower, early, raise, late is already in place. Excellent. That is what I want. If I do that, that's going to give us a rough idea of where we are. I'll leave that off for a minute. I will go here, and I will go drive course. Right. The amount that we've got on board is not dropping at all. It is staying exactly the same. The money, however, is ticking down ever so slightly as this one runs around the course. But it's going to be doing the course at a reasonable speed. We have got a Stevie machine, which means it's able to go a little bit faster than the 24k it's allowing. 27 is what the machine will allow. So I will allow it to do up to 27. We'll do 20 going on corners, and we'll do 12k reversing. I'll do it like that. There, I think that's pretty good. So we can spread at 27k going around the field like this. This is going to take a while, but fortunately I don't need to come back and refill. So I'm thinking, I like the idea of having another Xerion coming out and doing a little bit more of this work. So we'll let this one go. I've got to go and get that other John Deere now and just stop that one. That one will have finished. What are you doing? He's going to try and reverse all the way across the fields. He's going to try and do it like that. So I'm thinking that maybe we just stop him rather than, yeah, we'll just stop him from doing anything stupid, and he can stop right here. That one little bit there is going to end up bugging me if I don't go over and just cultivate that one little bit. If I don't get that one little bit right there. There we go. Right, I've gotten that one little bit. And then I want to jump out of the tractor. I want to reset the tractor back to the shop, which is over here. So we want to take, not you. You. Reset that one back to the shop. Yes, okay. And then I want to go into here like this. We want to go to the garage, and we want to go to our leased items like this. And I want to send the flexi coils back. So we'll return all of the flexi coils. That will be the ones that are scattered out across the field. So there is 2 flexi coils returned, 3 returned, and 4 returned right there. Excellent. Those are all sent back. I'm going to send the slurry spreader back as well, because we're not going to be using that one. And then if we, you know, technically were going to carry on with the farm, we would do something a little bit different. We're not going to do it like that. We will keep those tractors. Not that I'm going to use one at the moment, but we'll still keep them anyway. And then I can jump over this way. You are... Where are you up? Oh, you're just out over here. Yes, you keep going there. I want this tractor next. And I'm going to drop this one off here, so that he's not in the way of anything. Okay, I'm not quite sure what... Oh, it's because it's caught up on a bank over there. Right, okay, that's fine. And then if I jump out of that tractor, I can come over like this, and then I can go there and reset that one. Yes, okay. And then I can go back to that tractor here at the shop. Now, I don't have the 2 Zerians next to each other in my sort of cycle through, because I've reset. Every time you reset, it moves the order of the vehicles when you're tabbing through them, and I don't really like that. I'd rather it didn't, but that's just how it is. So I've got the Stevie one. So I'll go and get... I'll do the same one again. I'll get the Stevie one. There's it's not that one that I want. It's that one right there. The K165, we've got extension. Yes, not that, you know, the extension doesn't matter at all. Spreading discs 6 meter. We want the 6 meter spreading. The wheel setup, we'll have narrows, wide. I'll put the wides on those. And we'll have a different color on this one, just so that we can tell it apart. Now, I'm tempted to go for like the hot pink or the purple. I'm thinking that one for the lime spreader. Don't know why. I just kind of like the idea of having something a little bit odd like that. And we'll do some... No, not purple wheels. Class green, possibly. Let's go for the red. Oh, I like this. The red is nice on that one, right? All right, let's go for this one. We're going to lease it. We're only going to lease it. We're not going to do anything else. So I will bring you down like that. And then... let's start this tractor up. We can hook that spreader in. We can load up the course that we've got. And this machine here, we'll race with this machine all the way down over, and we will start sort of... Well, actually, no, I'll go right to the other end of the field, and I will start the land work on the other end of the field, right at the very beginning of the land work section on the other end of the field. So we'll go all the way down over to here. That's where the land work is on it, and start doing that bit. And I don't need any more lime than that, because we've got the driver is going to be, like, getting all of the stuff anyway. So I definitely don't need any more than that. Unless, if you have the extension... I don't know if the cover itself was an option, or if the cover is only an option when you have the extension on. I'm not sure. Don't really pay attention to that bit. Never mind. Right, then I want to go in here and... Oh, wait a minute. We need to stop you right there. I need to go over this way. Go to this tractor here, and I'm going to go there, and I'm going to say stop driver just for a minute, reverse you back up the hill a tiny little bit, and then I'm going to save here. I'm going to go field 10 lime, like that. Why aren't you saving? Oh. It's because it's such a big course. It takes a minute to actually do the saving bit. Right, you carry on now. Not first waypoint, no. Next closest. Drive course. Right, you carry on doing what you were doing, sir. You were doing a wonderful job. We've got no complaints with you at the moment. And then I want to go down to this one. And then I can go in here. And we go field 10, lime, right there. I can load that course up. I can switch on to here. I can go this way. Advanced settings. Lower early. Raise late. Okay. And then I can go here, and I can have turn speed of 20k, field speed of 30k, reversing speed of 12k. Got some decent speed going on there. I'm going to just bring that one up like that a minute so that I can see where I need to go to start. Because I'm going to have this one starting the land work, while we've got the other tractor is busy doing the backwards and forwards, busy doing the headlands. This is the one that's doing the backwards and forwards. Frith, come on, get with the program. Shouldn't take all that long. And then we've also got to start getting the seed drills out and getting those lined up and ready. And we could do the seed drill that's doing fertilizer, the first round of fertilizer and the first round of seed, all at the same time. We can start getting those set up. By the time those are ready to actually get going, we will have done quite a chunk of the fertilizer spreading already. The lime spreading, quite a reasonable amount of it will have already been finished. Now, if I bring you over this way, this should, in theory... No. Why are you... Wait a minute. What? It's supposed to be finishing over the... Why is it... Look at where this course is running. Okay, I'm confused now. Why is this course running like that? Up, down, down, up, down, up. Oh, I bet I know why. I reckon I know why. It's taken it right over to the middle of the field over here. I thought it was just a clean, easy run that went all the way through, but what I think it's actually done is that it's split the field right in half, according to where it started over there. So half of it will run over that way, and then the other half, it comes back down. Yes, there. And then the other half comes back down over there. So this one, in order to be able to start doing it, I need to start with this line that I'm running along right now, and it will go to my right now, and it will work right the way across the field. And then when it gets to the other end, it will then come back, and it will start working on the bit to my left, all the way out over there. That's how it set it all up. Quite know why it's gone and set it like this. Just, I guess that's what it decided was the best and most efficient way of doing this. And then it's also got those little short runs right there. It's brought some of them back. Now, this is the bit that I'm slightly confused about. Well, that's about all we've got time for in today's episode, so we're going to go and take a little bit of a break. We need to chill out on the beach, relax, and build up some strength. So while we're doing that, if you've enjoyed the episode, then could you please head down below and give us a like? And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.